Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Tuesday the 17th, and today was a lovely, wonderful, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, way late for me. It was like, I don't know, 7:25, 7:30, and really freaked me out. My wife had actually gotten up and around, and normally I wake up when she gets up, if I'm not awake before, which I often am, but she'd already left for work, and I think the garage door opening or shutting is what actually woke me up, is that whole process. But I was basically zonked out like crazy. But I woke up, dog was still at my feet, laid flat out on my back like a corpse type thing. Throat hurt like I had just horrendous flu, cold, COVID, everything. It was just straight trash. And I realized, it dawned on me. I was walking around, I was coughing and everything stuff. Got the dog outside. Realized my wife was gone. I'm like, oh man, I must have been snoring like crazy because I had laying flat on my back and the ceiling fan blowing down on my face. Dries my throat out real bad, so I don't like fans blowing in my face. It dries my throat out real bad, and I got to wake up with a super sore throat, and I was out, I guess. So yeah, so I got some extra sleep in. It was crazy. Took some muscle relaxer. Gabapentin, I think it's what it's called. That for my shoulder, it's been bugging the shit out of me. And I took some of it, and it makes me drowsy. And I took some right before into bed, and it must have kicked in because my earlier dose wasn't full. They were kind of a little bit closer together, so it might have doubled up on top of itself and knocked my ass out. I was out, big time bad. And it was one of those things. So talked to my wife later. She said it was super weird not talking to me before she left for work. But she goes, I wasn't being super quiet. And at one point she even came over and kind of sat down on the bed next to me and put her hand on my, chest, stomach area, kind of leaned on me hey, good morning type thing. And said, I just still scream snort at her. I was just out of it. And I was like, holy crap, that is not me at all. That's crazy. So, but yeah, finally did get up, sore throat like crazy. Got some water in me and stuff and whatnot. Hacked up God knows what. And then got to feeling a little better. And that was decent. I was still sore, still hurt, but my sore throat went away. So I was like, man, if I'm sick, I was like, if I got a flu or some shit kicking my ass, I got to drive to Iowa, this week. And I drive straight through, and it's 24 hours. By the time you stop and get gas and that kind of stuff, it's, I don't know, 19 if you don't have any stops. But I always try and stop every once in a while and stretch my legs and stuff. On a motorcycle, I stop every hour. In the car, I stop every 3 or 4. So I got a lot bigger gas tank on the car. But I think what I'm going to try and do this time is I'm going to try and stop every hour, or at least every 90 minutes, to just pull into a rest stop somewhere, gas station, whatever. Even if I don't need anything, just get out and stretch my legs. Even if it's just run around the parking lot and then get back in the car and go. Because I think part of my problem is I sit still too long in the car, and then I'm so damn sore for the next day or two, and after I get somewhere that everything hurts so bad I can't do anything. So I'm going to treat my trip up in the car, pulling the trailer, as if it's a motorcycle ride. That's my plan. So we'll see how that breaks down. But yeah, got a couple things done. Getting just everything ready for the trip, making sure things ready for my wife, all that fun stuff. Had to take my father-in-law to the doctor and reached out to him, scheduled it. Also had to clean the car out, so getting that all done. And she had so much stuff there. I think I found I'm not kidding, I think 28 pins. It was, and there's one marker in there, but there was 28 pins in the car, and all the French fries. There was probably a small order of fries, from different places, different kinds of fries underneath the seat. There was candy wrapper, Halloween little chocolate candy stuff. Mice were being get in the car. I saw mice at the hood of the car. I figure out why this car. Then I realized because my car's full of fucking food. And partly I blame myself for not cleaning the car up myself. I should go out and just clean the damn car. But it wasn't my car, it's her car. I barely drove it. So, and I wasn't dropping food. There was $2.85 worth of change underneath the seat. I gotta take the seats out completely and clean the rails and stuff. The car needs to be power washed or steamed. It's so gross. And I was not real happy about it. But the other thing I found, and I told her, I said, this is absolutely disgusting. You're a professional. You're a good person. There's no reason this shit to fucking happen. Either stop eating your car completely or put a blanket down or something. You gotta do something. If you drop a fry, you gotta look for it till you find it. Or you gotta clean your own car out once a month at least. Get underneath there with a stick and poke out the fries. because that's why we have mice in our car chewing up our underneath the hood and stuff. And we're gonna end up throwing this car away, not because we broke it or wore it out or used it up, but because the wires have been chewed through so much. There was a CD in the glove box, some Christmas bullshit CD shit in there, that the mice had gotten there, and they were like in the glove box trying to get down into the, like in there, and they were like, had scraped it so bad, like you can't even read what's in the CD. Like the case itself has been like, looks like somebody hit it with like a, I don't know, like a grinder, like just kind of went like a weird star pattern. It's actually kind of a cool design, but when you realize it's mice trying to chew into your glove box to get to your candy and your garbage and all the junk inside your car they left behind, I was not real pleased with it. So yeah, then also on top of that, I went ahead with those gigantic like sacks you go take, like get stuff from the grocery store and that whatever in. We bought some really heavy duty canvas ones off Amazon, and they're massive. And that thing is stuffed plumb ass full of stuff that I thought I needed to have her look at that may have some importance, which may not, I don't know. But it was stuff that I deemed at least important enough looking to me for her to look at. And then I had another one about half that size of stuff that I knew immediately was straight trash. So there's, I don't know, like a regular, like a plastic Walmart sack. There's probably 8 of those in there in the car. And I'm like, this is not called for. Like there was 6 water bottles, like the flavored water bottles, some not even open, like these giant, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, makes no sense at all. So but yeah, there's that, but it is what it is. So got a lot of good fun stuff done, topped off a couple of little things. Got the car, I vacuumed it out a little bit. I didn't really clean it, but I gave it a quick little vacuum. I'm gonna be smoking cigars in it and hauling, my aunt's dog around and stuff, maybe and whatnot, who knows. I'll just trip up there and back, and God knows what all food I'm gonna be eating. So, and there's still french fries in the seat I couldn't get to because the shop vac nozzle I had wouldn't reach. So, but yeah, there's that whole fun thing there. So then from there, it's time to take my father-in-law to the doctor. So went over and got him, had help put the cat up, and was able to, came in, helped him put the cat in the crate to keep the cat from tearing up stuff, and or he's super slow going in and out of the doors. My wife was concerned the cat's gonna run away. So I just went in there, grabbed the cat, and he wasn't even ready. I was already, gave him a couple minutes later than when I said we're gonna leave, because I told him, I said, if you can't get the crate shut, it's kind of a weird mechanism. Can't get the crate shut, just call or text me, and then when I come over to get you, I'll help you. So I was like, put the cat away a little bit. Nope, didn't even know that. It's already past when I said I wanted to leave by. And he hasn't even, like, I figured he'd be like, hey, I got the cat away, it's fine, no big deal. Or, hey, come help me with the cat. Didn't, so I just walked in, opened the door, picked the cat up, stuck it in the crate, locked the door in the crate, and he was still trying to get up off the couch. And I'm like, we're kind of supposed to be going by now, but oh well. So we head up there, we're chatting a little bit, talking and stuff, just kind of shooting the shit. And as we're getting closer and closer, he goes, is the doctor from Norman? I'm like, I believe so, man. It's on hand. I don't know that. I'm not sure where the city line, because it's like the weird, what city line cuts off where at that south side of Ormond, north side Daytona type thing. And he's like, oh, I didn't think it was up there. I'm like, okay, well, this is your appointment. Am I not going the right place? And he goes, I don't know. I think I might be right. I'm like, okay. So I drive on there because I'm going by the address that I was given from his daughter, my wife. And I'm like, okay. So I turn off on the exit and heading over. And he starts looking, he goes, isn't it there? And I'm like, I don't think so, because yes, that is one of your doctor's office, but that's not the one we're going to today. He goes, oh, I thought it was that one. I'm like, no, don't believe so. So I drive along, and then I'm like, it's such and such again. Try to tell him. He's like, okay. And then he looks over, opposite side of the street. He goes, oh, it's in that complex there. You missed it. I go, I don't think so. It's in that complex right there. And as you pull into the street, you pull across street, so I pull in the exact same place I had in there a week or two ago. I can't remember how it was, not very long ago. And he goes, this doesn't look familiar at all. I go, which suite was you in? Because the one I dropped you off last time was wrong. You said you had to go next door. So was it the north or south door? North of there or south of there? He's like, I don't know. None of this even looks familiar. I'm like, well, that's the building you walked into last time. So walk in that door right there and ask him where you're supposed to be. Because I told you last time, and then you'll know. And pay attention when I tell you, because then you have to come back here again. So he walked in and stuff. I said, call me as soon as you find out, because I'm going to run to Walmart, get some snacks and stuff for my trip and whatnot. It's like 7-minute drive to Walmart, so not a big deal. But some of his appointments take 10 minutes. Some of his appointments take 2 fucking hours. So it becomes that world of whatever. So he eventually calls me and says, yep, I'm in the right place. It was next door. I'm like, okay. Again, tells me next door, doesn't tell me north or south, just says next door, so I don't care. So I head on to Walmart. I go ahead, do a little shopping, find him some Reese's peanut butter cups. My wife asked me to pick up. I went to Costco, which I didn't go to Costco, so picked him up there instead. Picked up myself some snacks, some chicken and biscuit. I really enjoy chicken and biscuit, but I only eat it on road trips. Don't know why. I think it's just one of those things that I ate it a little bit too much at the house, and I got tired of it. So I said, from now on, it's only a road trip chip, kind of like Fritos honey twist, I think they're called, honey barbecue twist, where the hell those little curlicue things. I don't recall ever eating those in the house either anymore, like the last 10 years. I only eat them on road trips. So I grabbed some of those as well, grabbed some other random little stuff, have a bunch of stuff at the house. So I went ahead and grabbed some air fresheners and whatnot too, because since it's now the car I'm driving, I can pick the air freshener and whatnot, not to worry about giving my wife and my green with it. So went ahead and did that, got a text that he was ready to go. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna be a minute, so stay inside. So I head over there. It takes me a little while to get there. I catch 3 red lights, of course. And the red light coming out of Walmart is the longest red light I've ever seen. Like, I've had intercourse that took less time than this light did to change. Like, it was way too long. So, but we get over there and stuff. As I pull in, I text him I'm here. And driving by, because I'm not sure exactly which one I'm supposed to go to. So I drive up and I pull up right at the same door I dropped him off at, or right by there, and I don't see nothing, don't see nothing. So I pull forward and I'm looking around, I pull back, I look around, and he's standing right between the 2 biggest vans, but still on the sidewalk. And I'm like, do you think I'm gonna drive my car on the sidewalk? Like, you're standing dead in the front of a van, like gigantic van, that if you're looking towards the parking lot, you couldn't even see me anyway if you tried. Because next to that van was a van that you were looking, so if you're trying to look north, you would see a van. If you're trying to look south, you would see a van. And you try and look west, you would see the hood of this van. Like, you picked the worst spot of all this line of cars to stand at to even possibly see me. So I finally, as I'm pulling forward and backing up, looking around, I got ready to call him, look over and I see him, so I roll him down and whistle, and he's like looking straight down the sidewalk. Like, where the fuck do you think I'm gonna be? Like, it's like a block long building. You think I'm gonna park a block away and you could like walk towards where the cars drive? Like, what are you doing? And I was like, okay. And then he looked confused, like, what the hell? So I don't know if he's slipping mentally. I don't know if he's enjoying partaking in his weed a little too much. I don't know what, but he seemed extra dumb today. And it's one of those things that every time before he's been in these less intelligent conversation moods, I'll put it that way. It's always been abuse of medication, where he's fucked up his doses or he's choosing to take more to get to this weird dumb feeling state kind of thing. So I'm having to have my wife kind of check into a little bit of find out how much he's taking of all this stuff, because today was an annoying day, and some days he seems sharp, some days he can't find a frying pan to make a egg sandwich in his house. Doesn't know where he put his own pan. So yeah, he called my wife one time to ask about how to make a hot dog. This is back when he was abusing his morphine. But my wife like told him, I'm like, no, you should tell him to go fucking sit down and eat a thing of cheese and not try and turn on flames or electric and boil water and whatever. Like, that does not seem safe. If he doesn't know how to boil a hot dog, that man should not be living alone, or at least should not be trying to cook with this fucked up on drugs. And she thought it was Alzheimer's back then, but it wasn't. So is what it is. Got back to the house, got the father-in-law put away, all that good fun stuff. Got a few other things done, chilled out with the dog, played with her for a while. She's a good dog, so she got some extra attention from me. And then I decided to head out and get my run in, so I went and got my run done. And then as I was right before I took off my run, texted my wife, and I realized it was getting a little on the later side because whatnot. And I was like, okay, here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go run, and then when I get back, I'm gonna go mow. So if you felt a need to work late today, I will not be offended at all by this, because I'm gonna work as late as I'm gonna mow. I'm gonna run and then mow as late as I can, take it home, and then you can't take it, you gotta have food. So she's like, cool. So she worked a little late. She got home from work. I was already mowing. I went for a run, came back, I was mowing, and I told her, I said, hey, let me know when you're hungry, because we're gonna have it takes about 40-45 minutes to cook dinner. Told her what we're having. She goes, okay. And I said, you can, as soon as if you want to start it, go ahead. You can go ahead and start it. As soon as you start it, call me or text me and let me know. Then I'll finish up whatever row I'm on for my mower, get the mower put away, grab myself a shower, and we'll be good to go. It was just salmon and rice. So super simple stuff to make. So she came out to ask me if those were the right like fillet patties and stuff. Said patties, I'm like, no, they're fillets, but whatever. So we were salmon steaks, and so I gave her a hard time there. So I knew at that point she's about to go start dinner. So went ahead and wrapped up what I was doing, finished off that chunk of the yard. So I got my back and my front done. So I got to mow the father-in-law's back and front tomorrow, and then I got to worry about getting all the stuff, mom's stuff, packed up in the trailer tomorrow. Also, tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. My wife asked me, "How are you gonna do this with your shoulder?" And I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Like, that's just what you do. Like, it doesn't matter if you're hurting or not. You just suck it up and do shit. Like, what am I gonna do? Ask some friends to come over and help me load? I don't have any friends that help me load friends. Like, those are not the friends I have. I have friends that are like more of the world of, hey, I'm at this party and you want to have a drink with me? I'm like, no, that's different kind of friends. So I'm gonna hire somebody. I tried like for hell to hire somebody for a few hours to get them help me to unload a load of vending machine up a few years back. Couldn't do that shit either. So I just figured out how to do it myself, which includes just hurting yourself. You just take some more, gabapentin so you don't feel the pain so much, and you work through it. So luckily nothing she has I'll gotta load is super heavy. It is awkward and kind of strange, but not heavy. So there's that. Oh, I just remembered, I better get the furniture dollies out. Okay, but yeah, that might help when I get to Iowa to help load. I don't know how far I got to go from the street to where the hell she's living. So hopefully it's the first floor at least. I can't imagine she went up. I don't know. So yeah, we'll see. And then once I get there, I'll figure that shit all out too, which will really suck because we'll have just driven all to Iowa with it. But got in, grabbed a shower, had dinner, watched a little bit of Young Sheldon, headed back outside the dog, played with her a little bit, watched her chase lizards. That's her idea of playing with her. Had myself a cigar and then headed in. It was pretty late actually. My wife decided to go ahead and watch Frasier with me, which was strange. Then she crashed out and I watched another show and then I called it a night. So that's all I got for right now. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.